That's almost every missing bottle. I don't know what to say. I haven't much to repay you. Not after what you've done for me. Only some wine to you. To me, it's hope. To my dear Polly, a chance to keep her head above water. God, it hurts to hope after so long. Like putting a chilled hand too close to the flame. I remember a face, and the laugh crueler than the devil's. Admiral Arius, at the Arius encampment. He was the first to come after me on the road. I hear he's lost now, but it's a cold comfort. This time, it's not about my goods. Someone ought to teach him a lesson. He's a coward, preying on decent folk who can't fight back. But he won't expect anybody to march up and thrash him. Don't be rash, friend. Oh, if something happened to such a charitable soul because of me... No, you gave me hope, and I'll have faith in you. Godspeed.
Mega cognio. Attapicote. Tia ayat. Tia, ja. Ipandato. Ipandato. Tia, ja.
Let me see the label on that old bottle. Smiling! My friend, I could dance for joy! This is a vintage only grown on the island of Cyprus. There's nothing like it on Eternum. No substitute. The nobles would sell the very clothes off their backs for a mere sip. I dare not risk so valuable a vintage. If I tried to carry it, with my luck, something terrible would happen. Can you bring this priceless treasure to Pulley? By itself, it'll erase all her debts. Certain. I would love to deliver it myself, but I'm content knowing Pulley's saved. Be careful. Don't wave that bottle around, or anyone who knows its value will be after your blood.
What's all this now? A bottle of wine? I didn't order this. It's a generous gift, but what's all this about? Jacob. Jacob Evans? Good gracious, that poor kind man. He suffered so, yet he still thinks of me and my humble little establishment. Let's see what we have here. Commandaria? From the island of Cyprus? Oh, this is enough to save my bar and then some. I could even buy a nice little cottage with what's left over.
you've seen the Azoth tree. It was truly beautiful, no? Well worth a little danger. Welcome to Eternum, my friend. You will have infinite time to take it in. Oh, I hoped you would see its true beauty. Now, if I may have the infused water? Here is your payment. You would make a marvelous member of the Syndicate. However, you must first see an additional member of our order. Cleo has already requested a word, if you came back in one piece. I see within you the same potential. Please, go and speak with her. Oh, I believe you are. Go to her and keep an open mind. The task she has prepared may challenge you in more ways than one.
A moment, if you please. Thank you for speaking with me. Aventus has had much to say about you. Our order eagerly accepts capable candidates, and I hoped you would perform one final test to join our ranks. Shall we? The impermanence of death presents a peculiar conundrum when dealing with our adversaries. Let me ask you, how do you kill that which has no life? Well, we of the Syndicate aim to solve that. Indeed. This is an Azoth-infused sleeping draught, with which I hope to subdue our immortal foes. Pour it into the wells at Broken Hull Hold, and destroy their reserves to force them to drink it. Lost who sleep do not fight. If they do not fight, they do not die. Those who do not die do not resurrect. The old world likened death to slumber. We are going to turn that metaphor into reality.
You! There! Ever been mauled? Death escapes us on this island, so why not go up against a bear? Can you prove yourself tough enough to withstand the razor-sharp teeth and claws of a killer? Almost every day. It's a great way to wake yourself up, squaring up with a fuzzy behemoth of nature. Doesn't even hurt after a while. All I can feel when I bring a beast down is the sting of victory. Yes, that's the spirit. There is one who patrols this territory northwest of here, and he's a fearsome bugger. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and have the battle of your immortal life. done it! Good for you, showing some true brawn. Next time, try fighting it with no weapons at all. Bare fists versus bare fists. You'll never know a sweeter victory. The second best part of being mauled, right after the thrill, is the bragging rights. You know who this will really impress? Huntsman Lee. Oddnell's an odd man, but he appreciates a lurid story. I'm just an enthusiast. Oddnell, though, cares too much about appearances. But Eternum's full of all sorts. Go tell him you defeated a bear, and he'll make sure everyone in Oxborough knows it.
You did what? With a what? A bear? Now that takes serious guts. Did you wind up spilling yours in the fight? You bet! Good news is sparse these days. Tell me everything. Every crunch of bone and spray of blood, and I'll make sure the people of Oxborough hear it all. Maybe with a few small embellishments, if you catch my meaning.
What next? Anwar's ancient miracle elixir. It's all very well and good, but customers crave novelty. Crystals and gemstones, perhaps. Everybody
Vitog! Ock!
are you? You have a dangerous look about you. If you think I'll be easy prey, you're sadly mistaken. Go ahead, make your move. Out here, that's a critical trait, lest you wind up corrupted or lost. And don't try to tell me a settlement would be safer. I'll not be trusting my fate to some bumbling constable. I am, or at least I was. The keep up the road, Stonereach was my home until these swine-loving soldiers showed up. Don't recognize their banners, don't know who they are or why they're here, but I want them out! A mercenary, are you? I knew it. Fine. Go to the keep and learn what you can. Feel free to leave none alive. They've got a camp to the west too. I'm headed to scout that out. Meet me there when you've dealt with these louts. Ah, you dealt that laughing bastard a thrashing. Well done. The wolves finally met a more vicious wolf. This doesn't mean I trust you, by the way. But I can't argue with your results. Did you learn why they're here? Let's see. Varangians, eh? Never heard of them. Not much to work with here. But I didn't expect much anyways. Ha! Backup plan. I'll surround the keep with enough traps so those bastards regret they ever came here. Heh!
In his report, Watcher Reese acknowledges your heroism. In which case, you belong here. Pridewind has a strong tradition of heroes. Of course, we always welcome guests, and you've arrived at a most fortuitous occasion. Why, we have just learned the true heir to the throne is returning to the region. This is a day we have been awaiting for centuries, and a sign of new hope even during these troublesome times. Oh, I could recount the legends for days, but I must dispatch someone to the shore now. The Night Regent is indisposed, but Minister Lochner runs day-to-day affairs in Pridewind.
Well now, 2 new faces to Pridewind in one day. Many a year since I've seen that. But these are special times. After centuries, the true heir returns, and the royal bloodline will once again sit upon the throne. Forgive me. I take it for granted all are aware. The heir is Sir Gawain himself, most gallant of the High King's knights. You will have the honor to see his homecoming and the return of Prydwen's glory after many dark years. Across the centuries, I've watched the light fade from Monarch's Bluffs in the absence of a true ruler. Of course, the Night Regent has done all she can, with my wise counsel, and now our patience will soon be rewarded. Only a matter of days. I'm personally attending to preparations even now, as is my duty. Tradition is everything, wouldn't you say? One such custom I've established is that we offer our guests a complimentary room at the inn. You'll find the inn quite hospitable. I hand-selected the innkeep a few decades ago, so by all means, check in and have a warm meal by the fire. I must attend to other matters now, but we will speak again.
Corruption will claim them all. Warning them is a futile effort. They are blind to the real danger all around them.
I've heard the talk around town. People saying things are safer around here. Not sure I believe it. I might just pick up and head south one of these days. I've heard the talk around town. People saying things are safer around here. Not sure I believe it. I might just pick up and head south one of these days.
Now there's a familiar face. About time you caught up. Here we find ourselves in a little village pulled straight from the Middle Ages. Is it me? Or does nothing on this island make any sense at all? No doubt. For a place where everyone gets eternal life, you'd think it'd be more calm, dull even. Not saying I'd like that, mind you. One thing that is the same, though, is cold, hard coin. You have it or you don't. Makes all the difference. We're both a little light in the pocket, but I did sell that loot we collected, so there's your share. Never let it be said Grace O'Malley doesn't pay her debts. Well, you got that coin I just gave you, so I'd suggest you get to spending it. Buy yourself a new blade, some new boots, whatever suits your fancy. Ah yeah, there's a trading post out there. Livelier market than I would have expected. You should check out the trading post yourself, and if you need to stash anything, there's a storage shed too. Go on, I'll be here. Look at you! Here just a few hours and you're already the most popular person in town. You had a caller while you were out. That overly chipper knight from the town gate dropped by. Says he wants to have a word with you. That Sir Payne and Minister Locknear talk this place up like it's got a grand history and a bright future. But I'm not buying it. Word in the tavern is that Pridewind's overrun with people fleeing from trouble at the outlying farms. Sounds like some kind of plague. People turning on their friends and neighbours with cold murder in their eyes. Unlike those red-eyed bastards on the beach, these folks aren't possessed. Seems like they don't have any souls at all. I didn't trust all the shite coming out of that Watcher's mouth, but maybe there was some truth to it. Ask Sir Payne about these soulless lost outside town. Maybe get a more honest idea of what's happening here.
Ah, excellent to see you again. Perhaps Miss O'Malley can be trusted after all. As to you, however, the Watcher's report guarantees it. In fact, the Night Regent would like to discuss a rather delicate situation, if you're willing. Oh, so you have heard the unfortunate news from outlying areas. I'm sorry to hear that. We try not to worry newcomers with such things, but we've even had some knights who failed to report in. Yes, well, I hope... Well, I mean, I have the utmost confidence this will be cleared up before the heir arrives. I think the Night Regent simply wants to take precautions. Please speak with her when you can.
Come in and be welcome. I will never forget the way this island tested me when I first arrived. I strive to ensure we are patient with newcomers. And in these times, our customs are even more difficult to observe. That is good to hear. I believe Sir Payne represents us well, and the spirit of everything Pridewind stands for. However, with all the anticipation surrounding Sir Gawain's return, we risk letting our optimism turn into denial. For weeks now, we've heard horror stories from people fleeing the farms, grieving the loved ones that turned on them. Behind their words, I sense a suppressed longing to surrender their own souls to despair. We offer shelter, comfort, and we dispatched knights to secure the roads, and many never returned. Minister Locknear counsels patience. He believes the royal bloodline will solve all problems, but I feel I must act. The mines are the backbone of Pridewind, where many townspeople earn their livelihoods. I've had no reports in days. I simply ask you visit and confirm with Foreman Alia that all is well. Then report back to me, please.
Hey, are you the one I've been hearing about? Yes, you must be. You match the description. People talk around here, you know.
They say you've been quite a help, and I was like, well, why haven't they helped me? But then I realized, silly Gearty, it's because you haven't asked. Yes, honey. Honey so delicious it's called devil's honey. I have a special reserve up on Hiraeth Lookout. Collect my honeycombs and I'll give you some to taste.
Love keeps you warm, but so does wool. Come to me if you ever need something stitched. I've made a fair garment for many a fine folk, even my darling Eddie, who isn't back yet. Yes, my foolish heart can't help long for my Eddie. He toiled too hard in the mines. This is the first time he's missed our anniversary. I'd go to the mines myself, but his favorite turkey is roasting away. That'd be lovely. Tell that oaf he has a wife who loves him more than the mines do. And then, gently remind him that it's our anniversary today. And I'll be very cross if he doesn't have a gift for me.